Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to Dublin. Thank you very much, Ian, for that kind introduction and for mapping out the discussion points for this morning. And thank you very much, Siobhan, for stepping into the role of MC. Ladies and gentlemen, I am particularly delighted to be here to speak on FinTech, which is such a fantastic sector that has so many exciting opportunities for both our public sector and our private sector. I would like to express my appreciation to the organisers of this event, Global Government Forum, with whom officials in my department have worked closely since the launch of the FinTech Lab and their participation in the first iteration of the event in Estonia. We are deeply appreciative of the opportunity to host this event and to participate in discussions on how we as a government and the wider public sector can explore and engage with FinTech and the many possibilities and indeed challenges it presents. It's absolutely wonderful, of course, also to have it here in the printworks of Dublin Castle, one of the most historic buildings in our city. And for those of you who are visiting from abroad, those of you who perhaps this is your first time in Dublin or Ireland, please make sure to sample everything that not just Dublin Castle has to offer, but everything else our great city has to offer. And you are literally on the doorstep of so many wonderful historic sites. I'm also pleased to see such a strong turnout so early in the morning. So the dinner last night, whilst it might have been good, thankfully it wasn't too impactful on the discussions, and hopefully you're all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed and ready for discussions, engagement, networking long before that morning coffee kicks in. Ladies and gentlemen, we in the Irish Government have a long-standing commitment to the development of a strong international financial services sector. Developing the sector has been a crucial part of our industrial policy since the 1980s. While originally focusing on the International Financial Services Centre just across the river in the north inner city of Dublin, since the early 2000s the scope of this has extended across all of Ireland, and the presence of financial services firms continues to grow across each region of this island, and indeed you may hear or meet some of them later this morning. This is a really important development and one that I'm really excited by and would love to see this grow even further. Ireland has established a global reputation as an international financial services centre and is a world leader in fund administration, aircraft leasing, insurance, banking and capital market activities. It was estimated by our enterprise agencies, Enterprise Ireland and IDA Ireland, that at the end of 2023 there were over 57,600 people in direct employment in the international financial services sector in firms supported by both EI and the IDA. Over 400 of the world's leading financial services firms, including half of the world's top 50 banks, have established operations in Ireland. To further develop our already thriving International Financial Services Centre, in 2019, the Government published the Ireland for Finance strategy. The action plan for 2024 under this strategy was launched just last month. Ireland for Finance is a whole-of-government strategy which is delivered through public and private sector collaboration. I'm looking forward to continuing the good work of my predecessors in overseeing the implementation of the strategy, as I'm well aware of just how important it is to Ireland. As part of this public and private sector collaboration, we host a quarterly meeting, which I chair, of a committee of government and industry experts who work together to develop plans and action measures under the strategy, with various bodies, both public and private, taking the lead and collaborating on different actions. FinTech and digital finance are key priorities of the strategy. Ireland is recognised as a global hub for FinTech and is one of a few locations with a proven record of accomplishment in both the financial services and technology sectors. The Ireland for Finance strategy encompasses a range of projects and programmes to enable Ireland to continue to leverage our strength in both of these industries to ensure we continue to have a thriving FinTech sector. This country continues to produce top-class FinTech innovators who are delivering leading digital solutions to customers around the world. Our domestic FinTech sector includes global leaders such as Fenergo, Wayflyer, Fexco, TransferMate and Fineos. Enterprise Ireland is one of the largest investors in FinTech startups in the world and has a portfolio of over 200 FinTech and financial services companies that they are helping expand into new geographical markets. They play a crucial role in developing our indigenous FinTech firms and helping them to scale. We are also so proud that Ireland hosts several leading global names within the FinTech space, including the likes of Stripe, Fiserv, PayPal, Elavon, Paysafe and of course Revolut. We are proud that many have chosen Ireland to establish their EU, EMEA or international headquarters. We in the Government, with our colleagues in the IDA, are always working to promote Ireland across the globe to ensure that we are in a position to realise any and indeed all opportunities for investment in this important sector. We are lucky in that we have many strengths which make Ireland an attractive and competitive location for international financial services firms. Our highly educated and skilled workforce, our membership of the EU and a euro area, our stable tax regime, our pro-business environment, and the fact that we are a common law jurisdiction that is English speaking. However, what also makes Ireland attractive financial services firms is our strong regulatory regime and the presence of an internationally respected, fully independent financial services regulator in the form of the Central Bank of Ireland. I would like to commend the Bank for displaying a clear commitment to the development of an innovative and resilient financial sector by setting up an innovation hub in 2018, which provides an opportunity for fintech innovators to engage with the regulator. In November of last year, the Bank further demonstrated this commitment by announcing that it will establish an Innovation Sandbox programme in 2024. This programme aims to inform the early stage development of selective innovative initiatives by providing regulatory advice and support. Denise Delaney of the Central Bank will speak later today about this progressive and important development for the fintech ecosystem. This brings me to another exciting development for the fintech sector in this country. There are already a number of regional tech hubs across Ireland that support the development and growth of new Irish fintech companies. The Ireland Finance Action Plan 2024 also includes an action measure to assess proposals for a national fintech hub. Proposals to date suggest that this could be a physical space conducive to growth and innovation, where fintech startups could collaborate and partner with more established firms, access expertise and share insights. We hope that this would be a natural landing space for multinational firms in the early stage of their entry to the Irish market, while also addressing some of the challenges faced by our indigenous fintech firms. Work is underway to explore the costs and benefits of establishing the new National FinTech Hub, and I look forward to receiving more detailed proposals from industry and working closely with the officials in my department over the coming months to progress this project and also to identify where we can drive innovation, allow fintech startups to scale and to produce further employment opportunities in the sector. To further emphasise the Government's commitment to innovation and growth in both startups and existing companies, the Department of Enterprise, where I served for the past 14 months, is exploring the concept of a national entrepreneurship or innovation hub. The wider project aims to foster innovation, accelerate growth and enhance collaboration across multiple sectors. Consultation with stakeholders has already begun in collaboration with Enterprise Ireland, with my department playing an active role in this participation strategy. I must also take the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to mention the Department of Finance's work on the National Payment Strategy, which is being prepared for publication later this year and will include a payments roadmap taking account of developments in payments such as instant payments, open banking and payment fraud, as well as acceptance of cash by private and public sector and, crucially, access to cash issues. In addition to the domestic work I have mentioned, I must also mention that the EU is at the forefront of fintech policy making with the digital finance package adopted by the European Commission in September 2020. This will provide a competitive EU financial sector that gives consumers access to innovative financial products while ensuring consumer protection and financial stability. EU legislation is ahead of the curve on fintech in many respects, particularly with regard to regulating aspects of crypto or digital assets under the Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, which is due for transposition this year. I and the Government are passionate about developing Ireland as a premier location of choice for fintech firms. The focus of this event is on sharing the knowledge and expertise of public sector organisations worldwide in harnessing fintech innovation for the public good. The COVID pandemic can now be looked upon as an inflection point, inflection, you can choose your one if you want, for the fintech and digital finance sector. And it is clear that the wider digital transition we are experiencing will continue to gather pace. While this provides significant opportunities for the private sector, I believe that is also true of the public sector. I'm sure that today's discussion will help us to identify how government can take advantage of these opportunities to improve our public services and achieve our public policy goals, while facing up to the challenges that increased digitalisation brings. The opportunity to collaborate here is very welcome, and I am particularly interested to learn how your organisations engage with fintech firms and the role fintech plays in improving public services in your jurisdictions. I'm equally interested to learn of the undoubtedly significant challenges faced by your organisations both now and into the future in keeping pace with the digital transition and how you plan to meet these challenges. While I know it isn't always easy, we are here to help, and supports are available at every level and indeed every turn. It is difficult to overstate the opportunities that Fintech has brought and will continue to bring to Ireland, both in helping to achieve our public policy goals, but crucially to provide better outcomes for our citizens. Such technology can no doubt be a powerful force for good and make a positive difference in people's lives, and it provides governments with the tools to be increasingly ambitious in what we can deliver and how fastly we can deliver that as well. In the first panel discussion, Karen Cullen, Head of International Financial Services at the Department of Finance, will discuss examples of how a number of Irish fintech firms have recently collaborated with public sector bodies to provide innovative technological solutions in the delivery of our public services. In a fireside chat this afternoon, Bernie Kelly from the National Shared Services Office Ireland will discuss public sector finance and innovation in shared services. As you all know, innovation is key to ensuring our economy continues to flourish. However, it must be balanced. While embracing the many exciting opportunities that fintech provides, we must also exercise caution in the face of risks such as fraud, cybercrime, money laundering, and the financing of terrorism. As an example of this, my department, in collaboration with the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, has undertaken digital media campaigns to support consumers in harnessing the opportunities and benefits of fintech while highlighting the potential risks with products such as crypto assets and buy now, pay later products. The opportunity to collaborate with international peers and develop our knowledge will be crucial in identifying and facing these challenges. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude again by wishing you well for the day and thank Global Government Forum once more for the introduction and the opportunity to share my thoughts. I hope you will take away a host of insights and ideas from the event today, and among them you have a sense just how importantly we in the Irish Government view fintech. We in government are absolutely committed to making the most of the potential that digital finance has to offer, and across all government and state agencies we will employ an open and collaborative approach to tackling the associated policy challenges. You have an array of amazing speakers this morning and this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely brilliant to welcome you back to Dublin, and I look forward, hopefully, for joining you for next year's event. Best luck and enjoy the day.